What's up, everybody? Y'all already know this is the Burnout podcast here at S.STREET Media. I'm your host, Rebecca Shelby, aka I got my foot on these bitches next. Y'all already know what we came here to do, so let's talk about it. So, I did not realize when I was putting on this fabulous fit earlier, my turtleneck and my blonde hair, that today is election day. Well, I did realize it, but I didn't care. But I didn't put it together. Today is election day, so I'm looking very much like CNN reportcaster. And I'm not trying to go for that. Y'all know what we do on this channel. Y'all know I always keep it real. So, trying to ignore my kind of like little shift to the other side while I talk about these serious black issues, because y'all know that's what we talk about on this platform. Blackity black, everything, because what am I? Black. So let's talk about it. So I want to actually start off this episode talking about a young woman that reminds me a lot of myself, Miss Kiadra Brooks. If you guys are not familiar with the name, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen her video dragging the Kansas City Police Department for the fucking filth and the racist pigs that they are. And I am here to let you guys know that these pigs are so fucking mad that they're literally trying to intimidate her. Like, they're literally stalking her, riding around, profiling her to fucking scare her. And I'm just like, bro, like, I'm not surprised. I'm just shocked that there's no black activists actively talking about this, supporting her, feel me, like, looking out for her, making sure that she's safe. So I want to talk to my ladies, my black ladies, my melanated women, because the thing is, we are the backbone of the black community, period. I dare anybody to argue me on that one. There would be no community without black women. So to see black men even tearing her down, like, I just watched a video of this guy on YouTube tearing her down because she has weave. It's just like, for what? For what? Like, we need to come together. And if niggas can't come together, because I've been saying this for a very long time on this platform, black women, you need to protect your energy. We need to protect each other. We need to look out for one another. And that's really what it comes down to. Code, ladies. I've been saying this the whole 2020. We need to be on code. People have shown us time and time again, nobody is going to have us, so why not have each other? And I feel like this is the conversation that we need to be having. We need to be talking about the real issues. We don't need to be parading around these celebrities and these Instagram girls, because yeah, their pictures are cute. Birkin bags is definitely a goal. Y'all know me, ladies. But that's not the real shit. And to be honest, like I said the last episode, support real people who have your best interest in mind, because when it comes down to it, Saweetie, Cardi B, City Girls, none of these bitches is gonna speak on your behalf like me. Cause they're like, they're removed from the struggle, and as they should be. But when it comes to the facts, y'all need to support people like myself. Because at the end of the day, I got y'all. I'm gonna talk the real shit. And at the end of the fucking day, I know what it's like. So that was just my little rant for the beginning of the episode. I just feel like, even like to hear earlier, like, not for nothing, I don't think I realized, but like, this is like the 1940s. There are black people scared to go out and vote because they're Trump supporters racially targeting and intimidating people of color at the polls just because they think they're going to vote Democrat, because they think that we're all fucking some idiots that just subscribe to any notion that just is anti-white. Like, no, black people, people of color, we're way more complex than that. And it's time that we start showing that and supporting people that really believe that. I know a lot of y'all might hate Candace Owens, but that girl has besides her little Trump shit, has y'all best interests at heart. Like, honestly. Like, if y'all really watch her shit, she really knows what the fuck she's talking about. But I'm not gonna dwell on this topic for too long because I have another topic to talk about, and I realized that I'm not the most political person, and I don't aspire to be because let's face it, y'all know I think the whole government is a sham. I started this podcast off as a huge conspiracy theorist, and I still am. But yeah, I'm just not gonna put my energy into it today because I mean, we know today is election day. So today we are going to talk about black business. Yes, black folk talking about black business. We're going to be talking about black business, and I have with me the perfect person to talk about it with, a black business owner. So I have my good sis with me, Fatima. I'm gonna actually let you introduce your business because I actually think it's really cool and it's a great alternative for people who might not want to, smoke to get high. I got you, girl. I got you, girl.
Hi, my name is Fatima. You can call me Faye, and my business is Triple H. I make THC smoothies for those who don't want to get high the regular way. You can digest it, drink it, and I also make edibles. So I make baked goods, birthday cakes. I don't know why I'm looking at the mic.
It's okay. You're a little nervous, but you could look at that camera,
Yeah, I'm looking at
or
the
you
mic.
could look at me.
Okay. So I make edibles, I make birthday cakes, I make other assorted goods. One of the most famous edibles is the Blue Lagoon cake, made with pineapple and blueberry, and it's blue velvet. It's really good. So check us out, order it. We about to have it in stock this Friday. So yeah.
So we are definitely going to talk a lot more about her edible cakes and her smoothies.
Okay.
Repeat. Yeah.
Okay. So my business is Triple H. I make THC smoothies for those who don't like to smoke. You could drink your high. And I also make birthday cakes, and I make other assorted baked goods such as cakes, cupcakes. Yeah, that's basically it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we definitely are going to talk about her delicious goods further on in the episode, but right now we're actually going to tackle a topic that's been weighing heavy in my heart. And if you've been on my page, like I always tell you guys, for any extended amount of time, you know how I feel about the quote, "This is why I don't support black business," or "I tried to support a black business and this is what happened. Oh my God, the evil black people." I just don't like that because one thing about me is I am kind of a full circle thinker. So something has to start and end at the same point. Maybe not the exact form, but somehow a metamorphosis. So when I think about the word community, black community, the word community, it means to be made up of businesses, people, and schools and goods. So when I see black people say things like, "This is why I don't support black business," "Oh, black business ain't shit," "I tried to support black business and this is what happened," for me, not necessarily everyone else, but for me, I see it as a form of saying I'm not shit. The community I come from isn't shit. We don't have shit together. Therefore, no other community or anyone in it should support us either. So, as a black business owner, how do you feel about that?
So for me, I feel like I have great service, and I hope none of my customers have ever said that about me. Mm-hmm. But in all, when people say that I don't want, like, this is why I don't shop from black business, it is mainly because of the attitude. Not a lot of black businesses know professionalism or have like a professionalism background. For instance, I went to high school fashion industries and I was a business major, so I kind of learned how to basically conduct myself in a business setting and have proper
Right.
etiquette and what great service is and things like that. But most people don't have that. They didn't have that. So they just starting from scratch. And through scratch, you make a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes. And I feel like people who shed light on those mistakes and say, well, this is why I don't shop from black businesses X, Y, and Z, it actually does help. It can help. I won't say it does, but it can help the person be better, because it's like, all right, somebody just put me on the spot. Now everybody don't want to shop with me because of X, Y, and Z. And if I want sales, I have to conduct myself a certain way to get them. So it is pros and cons. Also, I feel like with every business, if somebody mess up, you gonna snitch. You gonna tell somebody. Like if Forever 21 mess with your order, you gonna post it in the reviews. Oh, don't shop from them because
Of
X, Y, and Z.
course, but do people feel a need to highlight that Forever 21 is a Jewish-owned business? Like, do people like, oh, I shop kosher and this is what the fuck happened to me? They fucked my order up.
That's true. I feel like people target black business because there's not a lot of black business owners. So when they finally do come on the scene, it's like, well, you see, this is exactly why I don't shop from black people, because
so
of
then
this.
for me it becomes like, why do we have to highlight this is a black business? Because I don't fully agree that exposing someone is correcting behavior, but I will say highlighting an issue is the start of ending a problem. So I do agree to extent, but what I will say is if there isn't that many black owned businesses and we're so quick to say, oh, this is why, this is why, this is why, insert black business, what does that promote? Like, why would someone want to be an entrepreneur? Why would a black person want to start a business? Or why would someone want to stay open where, if that's what's gonna happen? Because I feel like the reason why I kind of thought about this, and I'm gonna say names, I hope nobody don't get mad, but I'm gonna say names. So you know Anna Cakes.
Mm-mm.
That was good. So I see people exposing her all the time, and I remember there was a time where she got really good reviews. Like, people will always be like, oh, I love her, I love her, I love her. And I feel like every time I've seen her get exposed, it's never been for like a real reason. Like, it's never been on some, like, I like looking at the conversation, the screenshots, the receipts, allegedly. I could see where the miscommunication was made on both ends. So I can't fully point the finger at her. And I feel like after the second and third time, it became a trend to just keep exposing her, keep saying fuck her cakes, this, that, and the third. Nah, dead ass. And
That's OD.
it was just like, that's what made me think about this topic. Like, what, and every single person's like, this is why I don't support black business, this is why da-da-da, this bitch is trash, da-da-da. And my whole thing is like, what does that say about our community, that we would just drag somebody down like that? Like, to just be on some, like, I get it, when you spend your money on something, you want your refund, you get really emotional, but like, bro, I promise y'all, and I've worked a few places and I've worked with a few people of a few races. I never seen black people turn up, and I promoted this on the podcast many a times. I worked at a lounge where I was the only and first black girl to work there. I've never seen black people turn up on my white and Hispanic coworkers the way they turned up on me for messing up an order. So it's just like, I feel like there's more to say to how we feel about seeing each other do business.
So to touch on that, I feel like when you doing something that most people aren't, a little hate do come from that. Like, they want to see you not succeed.
Right.
They want to have something to throw on your name. They want to throw dirt on your name because of that. And I feel like that comes mainly from our community, because it's just hate. Like, why can't you struggle with me?
Right.
I just made a post about that. People would love to see you struggle instead of uplifting you and helping you be better.
Right.
And I feel like black people don't have a tolerance for other black people.
We don't.
Yeah, it's just like, nah, you're supposed to get your shit together because I'm serious though. You're supposed to get your shit together because, you know, we black. Like, we know that the pressure is on for us to perform. So when you don't, it's just like, you
And
serious?
I agree with that. Like, I feel like in certain spaces, we do have to perform 10 times as hard, especially in business, because the light and scrutiny is on us. But what I will say is, and I always say this, Black people were never meant to be binary people. We were never meant to be either or. We just are. So I think that when we put the pressures on each other, well, if you don't do shit like this, then fuck you, bitch, da da da, this, that, and the third, because we are very much like that, and I could get like that too. I'm growing. God is working on me, okay? But it's just like we gotta stop so binary, so black and white. We say that we want to be seen, but we kind of see each other as all the same, and we're not monolithic. I'm different from you, you're different from me, math is way different from us. Like, we are all different people, and we always been. So I just feel like, how are we gonna get to a place where we just stop being so, like, where we really get free, mentally free? Because that's what we have to free first, our minds.
That ain't never gonna happen.
You feel like it's never gonna happen?
I feel like it's never gonna happen. Not for a long time. Probably not in our lifetime. I feel like that's gonna be like 3,000 that people start elevating a little bit more between
well, girl,
black
they
and
saying
white.
like 3,000 years, black people is not gonna exist in America no more. So,
well, America. We could say, yeah, probably in America, but
bitch, if it happened in America, you know it's gonna trickle into the world, and I can't.
Africa full of black people.
Yeah,
we
bitch,
black. We thriving out there. What you?
No,
what you mean? Like,
no. What I mean by that is it's a trickle effect, and trust and believe, they have futurism going on in Africa right now. There are different countries in Africa trying to breed blackness out right now in 2020. But we're not even talking about that.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I just like, so you feel like that's never gonna happen. We're never gonna mentally free ourselves. So I just feel like it's a bigger conversation to be had then.
I feel like individually, yeah, but like as a whole, it's always gonna be them few,
right?
That
right.
always
so as a business
feel like
owner, what is your matter of fact, I'm gonna rephrase the question. Not what is your goal, but do you have a goal as far as like your business's place in the black community?
I feel like my goal is to be an inspiration to people. You know, like you could do it. You could, as soon as you put your mind to something, you could do it, bro. Like I started last year. My page is at 2K now. And it's just like, wow, like I'm even shocked that I hit 2K in a year. I thought I was going to hit 1K. That was my goal, hit 1K by a year. So it's like I overachieved that. And it's like, yeah, just keep going. If you got a brand, if you got a bomb idea, do it. You never know what's going to pop from it. Like, I have so many opportunities just by what I do. And that's something that I created in my household, in my mama's house, in the kitchen. So it's just like that one idea that brought me so far. Look at me. I'm talking about it on a podcast now.
Ow, the Burnout podcast at S.STREET Media. You already know.
I would have never guessed that making edibles would bring me here. School ain't bring me here. Edibles brought me here. So there's that.
So do you think that other black people should aspire to be business owners?
Definitely. We need more. We need more who...
I just think that we all need to stop doing the same shit.
Nah, but we can though. That's the thing.
No, we can. There's definitely room, but I feel like it's getting to a point where people who don't even want to be entrepreneurs is just doing shit because everyone else is doing it.
But I feel like that's good though, because it's you know, like it's making you start
good to
something.
have multiple streams of income.
Yes.
I always promote that on this podcast. But what I will say is starting a business as a second stream of income is stupid, because you're gonna wind up losing more money because you have to invest in merchandise, packaging, this, that, and the third. Once you're done with your first bout, you pretty much have the same amount of money you started off with. So what money did you make? So I do agree that it's smart in a sense to always have a backup, but there's other ways to make money, and I think that's what needs to be taught: financial literacy outside of just being a entrepreneur.
But I feel like every entrepreneur has been through that struggle where the same money that they made is the same money that they have to put back in their business.
No, of course, and that's what sets aside the mice from the men to... Actually, I'm going to say mice from the women. Fuck that. This is the Burnout podcast. That's what separates the mice from the women, because it's just like you see who's who. But what I'll say is like it's becoming a trend where people is just doing it to do it, and I really don't think niggas is getting it. Like, I'm not gonna say no names now, but I know this girl, she has like a clothing business, but it's not even really a business because like she don't know what she's doing. Like, she's ordering the stuff because she can, and it's just like when she posts pictures of this shit, it's just like, I wouldn't buy this. Like, the marketing sucks, the portrayal sucks, and it's just like you have all of this cute shit people would buy, but the thing is, she just think people will buy it because that's what people are buying, and that's the problem. I feel like you have to have an entrepreneurial spirit, which a lot of black people do. If you sell weed, you definitely got an entrepreneurial spirit.
Hustle.
But I feel like we gotta stop promoting that the only way out is to be a business owner. Like, we'll talk about some real shit today.
I feel like, just to touch on your example, if you see somebody struggling, why you ain't offer to help her?
Girl, ain't nobody offered to help me, and I
Then
do
you
help.
can't have
No, I do
that.
help
You
people
can't
though.
have that mentality,
I do help.
though.
I do help people though, and the person I'm talking about, I did not offer my help. I'm not about to lie, but I do help and put a lot of people on. So I'm not one of those people. But if I'm gonna put you on, I gotta see some type of potential. And I know that she doesn't want to be a business owner. Feel me? Like, she doesn't, like, that entrepreneurial spirit isn't there. And it's not there because she needs inspiration and she needs someone to support her. It's not there because that's not what she wants to do. Shorty real true dream, I think, is to be a doctor.
Okay.
So it's just like, why are you wasting your time
selling clothes?
Right. It's just like, what do you, like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, and the thing is, she don't even have to do that. Like, she's just doing it because everybody else is doing it. And she's not the only person like that.
I could say that because there's a lot of people who sell lashes, who make them little boutiques. Don't get me wrong, I like the boutiques.
I
got
love the
this
boutiques.
from a boutique on Facebook, J Dior, something like that. But I'll tag it later. I love boutiques, but like Rebecca said, you have to set yourself apart. This was different. This item right here is different, and it was for a cheaper price than any other boutique.
That Jador girl,
yeah,
her stuff
yeah,
is just like, I think I want to do an episode just about like these black owned boutiques.
Yeah,
but her stuff is like top of the line. Like, she's definitely up there for the Brooklyn girls that have boutiques. Like, I'll say she's doing it.
She's is doing it for affordable price. Cause
yeah, that's all.
The affordable. That's what got me.
I need to cop up. I seen them Beyonce dresses today.
Yeah.
I think I'm a get one because I haven't purchased nothing yet because I've been like, I like to look before I jump in, because when I support someone, I really support.
Yeah.
Like, I go hard because I have a platform. So feel me? Why not?
Can't support everybody. It's true.
Yeah. So back to black businesses. So yeah. So I feel like, for example, you do Forex. That's why I actually. Oh, you don't do Forex?
Well.
Damn.
I took a break. I ain't even going front. I feel like with Forex, you have to really dedicate yourself. It's like school. You have to know what you're doing. But
besides like that, like, we're not even going to talk about Forex.
Yeah.
Let's strictly talk about having a second stream of income. But like, outside of, like, let's say that you never thought of your business idea, right? And you just wanted to be a judge. If you was just doing Forex, we could still have this conversation about financial literacy, having multiple streams of income, because you're chasing your true dream, but you're also doing a side hustle. Like, that's okay. And I feel like more people, not necessarily Forex, because I'm not gonna lie, like, that shit is very messy. Like,
people make it messy.
Yes. The people make it messy.
But the platform is intact.
The people make it messy. But like, there are other things like Forex you could do for other streams of income. Feel me? Like, even like somebody like me, I'm not gonna tell y'all my hustles because but like, if you are someone who is talkative like me and shit like that, there's a lot of phone line jobs available, especially because a lot of people, I'm not even trying to be funny right now, a lot of people want to kill themselves because they're locked in the house and they need people to talk to people on them hotlines. Like, get them off the ledge. Like, if you are a positive person, tell people to stay alive and keep fighting. But yeah, like, it's so much shit that you could do. from inside of your house. Feel me? And that's really what I think it is. Like, now that businesses have become more virtual than physical, that's really what it is.
Yeah. And I felt like with this virus that had people thinking more like, okay, what can I do? Since I can't have a job, what can I create myself?
Yeah.
And that's what bred everything. And then when somebody sees, oh, well, this person is doing it, well, I'm going to try that too. But what people got to forget, what work for one, don't work
My
for
mother
the
used
other.
to tell me this all the time. I used to hate it. She be like, Rebecca, you cannot do everything everybody do. Period.
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm
true.
like, but I want to, but it's true. So I actually want to talk about that too because it ties into the black business thing. I feel like, what is it with the crab in a bucket mindset with this like community? Like, and I'm not saying we the only ones, because Asian people are like that too. And y'all heard it here.
Oh,
Asian
really?
people are definitely crab in the fucking bucket. My fucking Chinese homeboy, like, he told me, like, Chinese people hate to see other Chinese people doing anything. Like, if y'all don't know, like, them Chinese food restaurant stores be having real beef, like real territory beef. Y'all ain't hear from me though. But anyway, how do you feel about the crab in a bucket mindset? Like, have you experienced that? Have you been a crab in a bucket before?
Nah, I have never been. I have never been a crab in a bucket in public. Probably, like, on the inside.
I was about to say, because to myself, honey.
Yeah, on the inside. Like, I remember before my page wasn't doing too hot, and I'll see other pages get mad. Cause I was like, what the fuck you do that I don't do? Like, the fuck? Like, but I have never hated.
Publicly.
Public. I always show support. I always try to change my mind. Like,
Let's
you feel
talk
me?
about the public hate. You got any public hate?
Nah.
You never got any public hate?
I really
You are a
haven't.
really positive person, and I'm glad that we're having this conversation. I get a lot of public hate. I'm not gonna lie.
You mean like from other people? Like,
Yes, other people publicly hate on me, girl.
Nah, I never experienced
And I
it.
feel like a lot of it is because some of the stuff I say really hurt people demons. So then for them to see that I'm not just somebody on Facebook talking, like I actually have
with the facts
yeah,
too.
and
Yeah.
I actually have somewhere to talk about the shit. A little bit shade, but yeah, a lot of people say some crazy shit about me. But what do you think the crab in a bucket thing is? I feel like a lot of it is.
Wait, hold up. All right, hold on. Let me talk about this. So, we gonna touch on friends being crabs in a bucket.
Okay, let's talk about crab friends.
Let's really talk about crabs in a bucket with friends. So, when I started my business, I noticed that certain friends was not sharing my posts as they should have been, mind you. A share is S.STREET.com. It does not hurt to like, comment, subscribe, do whatever. Friends was lacking on that. But if it came to celebrity news, everybody sharing that. Cardi is not getting you paid. Like, I'll be the most person to help you out in any situation because you supporting me. You're sharing my stuff. I'm getting money. Them celebrities don't give a fuck about you. So it's just like I feel like people close to you show you more crab in the bucket hate than those that are strangers. From strangers, it's all support, all love. They sharing your shit, all that.
They always say that strangers always support you.
Yes.
My whole thing is just like I just don't understand like why. Like my whole thing is just like I know like some people just naturally have that jealous spirit, but I just feel like niggas just be hating, you know, like what is it for? Like we all black people. Well, I have a theory about what is it for, but I want to know what do you think it's for. I'm trying to like jog.
I think I seen a post and it said that when people see that you came from the same place and y'all grew up the same way, but yet you're ahead of them, it makes them feel like, you know, like what I'm doing with my life, like. You have to really think, like, they have to now think about themselves and their life and what they're doing, and they have to self-reflect on that.
Right.
And that can build a little bit of hate and jealousy because it's just like, we came from the same place and how you prospering and I'm not. Only thing different is I'm applying myself.
Right.
That's legit the only difference. I'm consistent. I'm applying myself. Anybody could be in my position.
I just feel like a lot of times, like, kind of like to bounce off of what you said, because I agree 100%. A lot of times, even like, because I'm very in, like I said, full circle thinking. Like, when you see somebody that looks like you, like, has, like, share, like you said, shares the same views as you, comes from the same place as you, has the same origins as you, it does something to your spirit. You might not even know it. Like, it might shake you. And I think that's why we need a lot more positive thinking in the Black community. And we don't have that. Like, I'm going to be very honest. We don't have a lot of people talking about positive, free thought. Like, no one is sitting here talking about the power to choose, the power of I am, the power of knowing thyself.
It's true. It's not a lot.
And I just, like, even, like, I seen, so you saw the shit with NLE Chopper, like, when he talking about positive thinking and shit. No story short, I seen people sharing the shit, like, oh, he's speaking facts, and it's just, like, that's the problem. Like, y'all gonna take positive thinking advice from the man who shot his baby mother? But then when I say it, it's just like, fuck you, bitch. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about.
Black women get no respect, bro.
Yeah. And that's kind of why I wanted to start the episode off talking about Kiaja. Because it's just like, I just like, bro, I had my first hater. Like, I had the first person, like, really hate on me. Like, tag me in a post and really be like, bitch, whoever put you on that podcast need to disappear, because what are you talking about? Like, you don't know what you're talking about, this, that, and the third. But long story short, I should have responded, but that moment just had me like, how do I put this? It just was like,
Caught you off guard, like, what the fuck?
yeah. And it's just like, any other race of women, like, they get hate.
It was a woman who said it?
No, it's a dude.
Oh, okay,
Of course it was a dude.
Okay.
Feel me? But I'm saying, like, any other race of women, I feel like when they voice their opinions, of course there's gonna be dudes that don't agree. You're gonna have those OD radical misogynists. But for the most part, when they speak their mind, speak truth to power, they're allowed to be free. People either don't care or they uplift them.
Yeah.
Anytime a Black woman speaks, it's just like,
You getting picked apart.
yeah, right.
You getting picked apart. All your flaws.
Right. So being like a Black woman in the industry that you're in, like business, dealing with people, because you do your own deliveries, right? Like, what is that like? Like, feel me, being a Black woman, like,
I feel like
handling
with
all of your shit.
the cannabis world, everybody cool. Like,
True. You're not in no crazy
I'm like,
world.
yeah.
But
Everybody
like,
mad
all right, so
cool.
just being a Black woman, period. I guess, like, when you were doing 4X, was it a lot of pressure in that?
Yeah, it was. And my mentor at the time got crazy. I don't know if you've seen it, but
Oh, I seen it, girl. You could get into it because this is a Burnout podcast, and we talks about it.
I told him I wanted a break. Feel me? It ain't nothing wrong with a break. I'm in school. I have my own business. Like, I deserve a break.
That's
You
what
feel
I'm
me?
saying. It's
Like,
not,
I do
I
that
didn't appreciate
much.
how he was talking to you like you was some type of bum bitch.
Yeah, like, bro, I get money. Like, the fuck? Forex is literally another side hustle that I'll take on. But for right now, I have my own business that I'm flourishing. Like,
At that time, you was really like
on
picking
it.
up steam.
Yes. So,
Right.
he came at me, called me a quitter, did mad much. And this was the second time with him getting disrespectful. Now, the disrespectful part was I blocked him. And then he hit me up from another app trying to continue arguing with me. That I don't do. I do not do that. You doing too much for me.
Right.
So I put
You
him
are
on
not my
blast.
man.
Yeah. Then the chairman person had to come call me to apologize for him. Yeah, bro, it was mad much. Then he did some fake apology just to make it seem like he's some up good person. Talking about I gotta work on my communication skills. No, the fuck you don't.
No.
You got slick with me. I put you on blast. Now you want to say sorry in public.
And I'm telling you, if you was a dude, he wouldn't have talked crazy to you
At
like
all.
that. Like, he just be like, "Oh, whatever, bro, if you don't," but like, he would have been passive aggressive. Like, he might have said some slick shit, but it wouldn't have been like, ah. So I would like, I don't know, because I feel like we're having a really good conversation right now. And I just want to know, how does stuff like that make you feel? Like, did you feel like anyone had your back in that situation? Of course I did, but
I feel like people think you pussy.
Right.
That's the, like, feel me? I may be your physical weaker, but I'm not stupid. I'm not slow. I am more than capable to do anything that I put my mind to. Like, you're not just going to talk to me any type of way, especially when I know I'm doing more than you. Like, all he had was Forex. I had way more than Forex. Like, we had two completely different plates, and he couldn't understand that. Like, Forex takes time. Like, if you really want to be profitable, you got to know what you're doing. And that requires time. That was nothing wrong with that. But to you, you felt like, because I was messing up your bag by leaving. Now you getting mad. Nah, you got to stay. Nigga, learn a trade.
And
Like,
I feel like that just speaks to even like a bigger issue in the black community. Like so many black men build themselves off the back of black women, and it's just like when you sit there and just like, okay, I need a break, okay, I'm tired, oh, I'm not doing this no more, you're not a team player, you're not down, you don't really like, they use a lot of manipulation tactics.
yes.
And for me it don't work because both my parents, I was born to manipulators, so by nature I'm just a manipulator, so you can't manipulate me.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel so bad for girls who do fall under that pressure, because a lot of black women do subscribe to the struggle and the pressures of life. Like, not to get off base, but we already been off base. But like, one of you watch Grand Army, right?
Yeah.
The character Dom.
Who's that?
Dom, the one that her mother was trying to get her married to the boy for some money. The black girl.
The black girl with the
Who
braids?
wallet, yeah.
Okay.
I love her character because, like, she just speaks to all the black girls that's just working so hard, and it's really just like, what are you working hard for? Your family? You're only like 17. Like, feel me? That should not be a job. And I get wanting to take care of your family, and where your family is not in a position that they should be in, stepping up. But so many black women become the backbones of their family at 12, 13, 14. It's just like, for what? My mother told me that she was babysitting before she even knew how to talk. How is that possible, bro? And she's not the only person. She's not the only one.
My mom as well.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know, like, it's just so, I want black women to be free. Like, want us to really be free to do whatever we want, think what we want, say what we want, free to be feminine, free to, because black women always got to be strong. Like, we always got to be strong black women, feel me? And like, yeah, we are strong black women, but we could be vulnerable, we could be soft, we could be emotional, and I feel like people don't allow us to do that
at all. It's like they look at you funny.
Like, it's like you're doing too much.
Yeah,
that's why I don't like Tyler Perry.
Yeah. What you mean you like Tyler Perry?
I don't like the way Tyler Perry portrayed black women.
What?
So, you know Diary of a Mad Black Woman,
but
right?
it's real shit, though.
Bitch, how is that real shit?
Bro, black women Debbie going
No, black women do be going through that shit. So
shit,
my whole thing
bro.
is like, what is that to promote? First of all,
the truth,
let me tell y'all my problem with the movie right now. So shorty get kicked out of her crib. Now mind you, she had fertility issues, so she couldn't have a baby. So her husband kicked her out, divorced her. She found out that this nigga got a whole nother bitch, all at the same fucking time. And he sent a fucking truck driver to take her to a hotel. And this nigga like, why you got an attitude? What the fuck you mean? Why I got an attitude?
Yeah.
The nigga, I just dedicated all of my good years to my body, my life, my soul, and my entire being. Just kick me out for some little Spanish bitch. What you mean? Why I got an attitude?
But you see how you explained it? That's why his movies are there, so you could understand. But my whole thing is, I feel like
it's very, I just feel like it's very insensitive. Like, the nigga like, why you got attitude? Then the whole movie, he just like, oh, you better. Feel me? Until she finally feels like, you know what, I am bitter, let me let him into my life. And my whole thing is, she was never bitter. She just got over a breakup.
Yeah.
Like, she was never bitter. Like, black women are entitled to their emotions. We're entitled to be sad. We're entitled to be hurt. We're entitled to be angry. And that's what she was, a angry black woman. And when all of those emotions pass, we're allowed to do whatever the fuck that we want to do. And that's why I don't like Tyler Perry. Like, somebody always getting their ass whooped.
Not even a Chronomy, though?
No.
Not even a Chronomy.
Like, let me not say I don't like Tyler Perry, because I watch his movies, I kiki, it's like entertaining, but I'm a writer myself, so one, I know everything that's gonna happen. His pen sucks. Anyway,
wow, these are some strong opinions. These are some strong opinions.
then on top of that, I just feel like the whole struggle, like all the black women in his movie have to struggle before they can find real love. Like none of them in the movie never just had a good man out the gate. Like, feel me?
Yeah.
Like even the ones that did have a good man out the gate, she always had to be mad, jaded, and bitter. Then you find out the reason why she jaded is because she was raped or abused. Like, it's, you know, it's always got to be something to it. Like, why I can't just be that bitch?
That's true.
Like, there are black women who, and I'm not saying I struggle like it's nothing or that it's not valid to talk about it, but it's just like I'm tired of seeing that. Like why do I have to get beat up, raped, and drugged in order for a black man to love me? And that's the
true.
thing.
Nah, that's true. That's true. That's
really,
true.
like I have to go through all of that.
He does have the same storyline in each movie
So
of that.
that's actually why I like Girlfriends so much.
Girlfriends?
Yes, Girlfriends. That is back on
With
Netflix. No, Girlfriends. The
show. Okay, bro.
Yes,
I'm like, Girlfriends.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it. They say that it's better now when you older.
Yeah, when you older, you watch it. No funny shit. Girlfriends really, and I had seen this post on Facebook. Girlfriends really should have been on the level of Sex in the City, because it's really the black Sex in the City. They should have had a movie. They should have had all of that.
I gotta rewatch it.
You do, girl.
I gotta rewatch
but
it.
I love it so much because like each character is very dimensional, and their problems isn't just wrapped up in the same like abusive struggle. Like fucking Lynn is adopted. Joan, she has her insecurity issues, but that's not wrapped up in struggle and this
and being
and
black.
That. Yeah, and being black.
Yeah.
Tony, even though they had talked about colorism and stuff like that, Tony's character, she's the dark-skinned girl on the show, and she's the most desirable. She's the flyest girl. She get all the good men.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? Like, even though they did have that one little episode about it, besides that, she's that bitch. She's not
she
insecure.
did cheat, though. That's why.
Yeah, when she cheated on but he cheated back. Like, that's the type of nigga you cheat on, bye. Anyway,
oh my God.
What you call it? No, I did not like him because first of all, he was mad needy. Then soon as Tony started, oh shit. Never mind. I got him confused with a different character.
You probably thinking of Todd.
Yes.
I'm thinking about Todd.
Yes. But no, the artist nigga, I didn't like him either because I didn't like how two wrongs don't make a right. Like you gonna cheat on her after she took you back. But yeah, she did cheat on him with the doctor, and she gave him an STD.
She did?
Yes, remember the doctor gave
she
her
deserved
STD.
That. She deserved that. That humbled her.
That was actually funny though, how that and I even like that part because, like I said, Tony's the most attractive. So even her getting the STD is just like it don't matter how good they look. Wrap
Safe
it up.
Yeah,
exactly. Feel me? So I like to see black characters like that. I hate seeing black characters that, and I like the movies about struggle. Don't get me wrong. Like I liked When They See Us. I liked Moonlight. I liked If Beale Street Could Talk. But like, I don't want to see it all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Like it's just constantly. Feel me? And it's just like I'm black. Like I see these characters in my real life.
Yeah, that is true.
Damn, I just popped off about Tyler Perry.
OD.
He
Hope he'll ever see this.
I don't care if he see this shit. I hope he do. He needs to step up his pen. Cause like I like Tyler Perry as a person. Feel me? One day, hopefully soon, I do get to work in his studio because I do actually like that he got that.
Shit. Now she wanna work in the studio.
No, in his studio. I want to have my own production, but we gonna use his space. Yeah, like I ain't fucking with him on that like, bro, Spike Lee saying the same shit that I said. They recently came to a mutual understanding and agreement, but I ain't fucking with him on that level. But I do fuck with him as far as a black writer and director because there's not a lot of those in the industry. And I do fuck with him because he literally got his 40 acres and a mule. Like he really got a 40-acre movie. Oh my God, the words are escaping me. Production. Studio. Yes.
He paved his own way.
Yes, he has his own. He literally has a 40-acre production studio. Like that's my dream.
You gonna get that.
So yeah, so I don't think you, girl. But so I definitely respect him on that level. But That Pen. Actually, I'm lying. It is one Tyler Perry movie I like, and it's the
Which
one
one?
movie that he got that's not even about being black. It's that movie where he was, I think, a CIA agent in the Secret Service.
What?
Yes.
The Medea one?
No, it's not a Medea movie. I forgot the name of it. It came out in like the early 2000s.
Nah.
Yeah, he got that and For Color Girls. I'm actually lying. It's two Tyler Perry movies.
But Color
I
Girls
like.
was mad sad.
But For Color Girls is real shit. Now that's real shit.
Yeah.
That's real
Yeah.
shit. Especially when Michael
Too
Ealy
real.
killed her kids. That shit. I never liked Michael Ealy since.
Really?
No.
He's
Every
a
time I
person.
see him, I just think of that scene. And I know it was fake, but he one of them actors. He just do his roles too good.
Yeah.
Like even when he was acting crazy in that Sanaa Lathan movie, when he
I
was,
never seen that
you
one.
never seen that shit? Yes, bitch. He was acting the fuck up in that shit. That nigga was creeping through her house, fucking stalking her. He knew where she kept everything. Like
It low key sound familiar.
it's basically another what's that movie with Beyonce and Idris? You never seen that either? Damn, bitch, you never seen none of the crazy
Bro,
movies?
not at all.
Girl, so what black movies have you seen?
I feel like the regular ones, like
Oh.
the average, but not like deep, like Love and Basketball,
So-
like the BET shit.
I hate Love and Basketball. See, I hate all of the black ass movies.
Yeah, I love them though.
Girl, what
They
you like
mad
about Love and
cute.
Basketball?
I guess I like how they grew up together.
You like how they grew up together, but he treated her like
Yes.
shit the entire time. He pushed her down in the book.
Alright, but that's boys
then
though.
He cheated. No. He went to prom with another bitch and then took her virginity and still didn't make that his girlfriend.
That's
Then he went to
true.
college and was fucking with Tyra Banks. She went to see him in the hospital. He still wasn't fucking with her. Then on the wedding day, this bitch gonna talk about some play me
But
for
they
your heart.
was always friends though. It got a little complicated, but they was always
She was not friends with him.
They
That
were
was she wanted that to be her
friends.
man, and he was being player. That movie is corny, and that's the struggle love I'm talking about, Fatima.
Maybe not. Maybe I watch 20 struggle love movies because now my love life, my love
The
life be
only struggle
reflecting it.
love movie that is good is Baby Boy.
No, that's out. What?
That's complete. No, it's not good as far as a
That's
positive
out.
message.
Nah,
No,
nah.
it's not good.
Nah. Baby boy is OD out.
Why is it out?
Sis, he cheated on her.
Love Jones.
Love Jones?
No, but that's not struggle love. That's real love.
The
That's
Best
real
Man.
black love.
The Best
and
Man,
Love
I think,
Jones
is a good
is a good.
movie.
No, The Best Man is
The
a good
Best
movie.
Man,
The Best Man
yeah.
is a good. The Best Man, Love Jones, and here's the reason why I will actually say Baby Boy. It's not a positive message. But what I will say is I like how in the beginning of the movie they highlight that Tyrese is an issue. Like you don't want a man like this.
Okay.
Like the movie is not saying, oh, you need to be with Jody, Baby Boy. It's saying that, yo, black men have a tendency to drop the ball in their development and you don't want to have to raise a man. You could do it and end up looking dumb like a vet, but feel me? But I like it because they tell you out the gate.
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm. He in the embryo. They like, you do not want this milk dud head nigga at all.
That's
Feel
true.
me?
That's true.
But Love Jones is a good one. Love Jones is real love. That's real
Yeah.
love. So what's like besides Love and Basketball?
I really like Economy.
You like a crime?
I really love, like, I felt it
I
through
won't.
my
I won't
soul.
shade you for that. I won't
Like,
shade you for it.
nah, Economy, it had the plot twist. Like, I really did not know where that movie was gonna go. I was surprised that she even died in the end. Like, that movie was just
Yeah, that actually was a really good plot twist on Tyler Perry's end.
Yes.
That's the one time he hit me with a curveball.
And it was clean cut. Like, I love that
Yeah.
movie. Like,
So I won't shade you for that. So what's like Daddy's Little Girl?
I don't like that movie.
You don't like that movie? I feel indifferent about it, but you want to know something? I'm biased because when I was little, I was jealous of China and McClane.
really?
So I noticed that anything she's in, I don't really like it, and I think it's because when I was little, I never liked her, and that's because I wanted to be her. That's the crab in the bucket shit. I did not like her, and then what made it worse is my little sister looked up to her more than she looked up to me. Like that was my little sister bitch. So I'm just like,
I hate
Excuse
you.
you.
Yeah, yeah, I
But
hate her.
Daddy's little girl actually was alright.
Really?
Like it was okay, like in the sense of like, first of all, I did not like Gabrielle Union. Like that was the one time I was not on the black woman's side, because he came in there like, I'm trying to get my daughters back, this, that, and the third, and she just automatically assumed that he dodging child support checks.
Yeah.
Like what? Feel me? And no
Yeah.
funny shit, Gabrielle Union that strike me as the type to be like that in real life.
Nah,
Bro,
I doubt it. I doubt
Bro, word of my
it.
mother, this how I know Gabrielle Union act like that in real life. One, because I seen her in person and she was acting very. And then two, because she was on Twitter not too long ago, and her Uber driver was like, "Oh, I have to use the bathroom. It's okay if I use the bathroom." She's like, "Yeah, go ahead." So first of all, if I'm a celebrity, I'm not letting my Uber driver use the bathroom in my house. But then she get on Twitter and she's dragging him because she said he took a shit in her bathroom and the bathroom stinks. So any bitch like that will invite you into her house and then talk about you,
Yeah.
can't trust.
Yeah.
Feel me?
That's a red flag on her part. It's a red flag.
But what you call? I'm trying to think of the black movies, because now we talking about black movies, and I actually really like movies. And
Yeah, I'm not really too into movies. OD.
You're not into
I'm
movies?
into shows.
So what's like one of your favorite black shows? We could talk TV shows.
That's really hard. Let me see. I'm not gonna front 101.
Girl,
I'm not
I used to love 101.
Yeah.
I've been watching 101.
Me too. It's
All right.
been hitting different.
So actually, I want to ask you something.
What?
In the first season, do you feel like they over sexualized Brianna's character too much?
Honestly, nah. Cause I feel like she was she was developed.
No. I'm not talking about as far as how she dressed. I'm talking about the lines they had her saying. Like, there was certain stuff for me, because remember, season 1, she's 14. I think season 2, season 3, she's like 16. So the other stuff, like, teenagers have sex. That's,
Yeah.
But 14, like, some of the stuff she was saying was just really like, who wrote this? Like, I would never say that at 14. Like, I don't think anybody would ever say that at 14. Like, it was one line, like, Flex and Dwayne was talking about a woman jumping up and down on a pogo stick naked. And Rihanna was like, "Oh, I did that before." And Flex was like, "You did?" And she is just like, "No, but you didn't like the thought of your daughter doing that, right?" And it was
But
like,
it's the sass though. Like she corrected it.
Yeah, it was the sass and stuff. But for me, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the character itself. I'm talking about the writers who wrote this line. It just was like, what? Like, why would you have a 14-year-old? Like, it could have been something like he could have said anything like, "Oh, I got a picture of a naked woman," and she could have been like, "Oh, I took a naked picture." Like, that would have been more like, all right, like, I see what she's trying to do. But like, that's very visual.
Yeah.
Like that's like a pedophile. That's how true it is, y'all. A pedophile could think about that in an instant.
I feel like back then though, no one was thinking.
Oh no,
like that. Like that's like
this
now
is what
mentality.
I was gonna get to.
Yeah,
I feel like 101 is what they use to sexualize our generation. Cause even though like you see the stuff with the LOL dolls and how you dip it in water, it's like lingerie or something. Yeah, it was like a whole scandal with them new dolls that like when you dip it in water, they got inappropriate shit on. But every generation they've used some form of media, something to overly sexualize children. And I remember 101, you're a year older than me, so when 101 was coming on, you definitely was in elementary school.
Yeah.
So it's like it came on right after Nick Jr. at 6:00. Most people don't put their kids to bed until 8. So you have this grownish show coming on the Nick Jr. channel. And at that time, Nickelodeon did have 2 channels.
Yeah.
You had this show coming on the Nick Jr. channel, and it's just like all they talk about on 101 is sex.
But
and
since
I love
we
the
young,
show.
I ain't got it. Now watching, I'm just like, oh, like this show has
And a lot of the stuff I didn't peep either.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff I did kind of understand. I'm not even gonna lie.
I didn't understand nothing. All I understand was Arnett. She liked Arnett. I like understand like the basics.
The basics, that's what I understand the basics. But I feel like even like the visual, like when you're a kid and you hear certain stuff, you might not know what it mean, but it stick with you.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what it mean, but you know that it means something that it's not supposed supposed to, and kids' minds is curious. So I really feel like the little Nickelodeon shows and stuff like that during the Nick Jr. era is what they used to sexualize us. But outside of that,
Degrassi too.
Yeah, Degrassi too. Degrassi used to come on in the morning. Yeah, I remember, bro, because Degrassi, that would come on in the morning, and that entire show was about suicide and sex. That's why my ass probably so depressed now.
But it was a real show.
30 years.
It was a real show.
Yeah, that show was on for 30 years. No, Word of My Mother, I remember because when I was younger, they would play Degrassi, and then that's when Nick Cannon was the host of Nick Jr.
It was lit that time.
Drake will always, what's that song?
Find Your Love?
No, not Find Your Love. That used to come on too. What's the other song that used to always come on? It was like his first really big song. Not, oh my God, what is that song?
I don't remember either.
And he got the red jacket on. Oh my God,
I know it was
that.
Jasmine Sullivan.
It's the song. Fuck. No, I know way too many people here right now that I didn't know.
Okay.
Who the fuck is y'all? That shit. That song, they used to play that right after Degrassi, and I used to be like, oh shit, because I wasn't allowed to listen to hip hop and shit when I was younger.
Really?
I didn't know about like rap music until I was in like 5th or 6th grade. Dead ass.
Okay.
But so I used to see it, and I used to be like, that kind of was my little introduction to rap music, but it's still Nickelodeon, so I really didn't know. Yeah. But I used to be like, oh shit, the guy from Degrassi is a rapper. Like, I had no idea that like Drake was a child actor until way after.
Yeah, he did his thing.
That show sexualized us too, because I remember watching it, and it was just so dramatic. And not for nothing, this generation is very like depressed and antisocial and stuff like that.
Very antisocial.
And the more I look at kind of the stuff that we watched when we was younger, and the type of things that like they groomed us for this, like iCarly, FaceTime, they had that on there. That's before FaceTime existed. Like a lot of these shows
that is true.
prepared us to be away from, like, even Victorious, they had the chat rooms.
Yeah, the iPair thing
that got really popping. So it's just like, I feel like a lot of the stuff they showed us on TV prepared us to be these antisocial, depressed sex addicts. Like, that's really what this generation is. Like, it's all about drugs, sex, and being sad. And I'm a victim of it. I'm not gonna lie.
Is that I'm being sad?
Like,
but nah, it's a lot of stuff to be sad about, though.
Yeah, it is a lot of shit to be sad about. This generation do got a lot of shit to be sad about.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to be sad about.
This generation is the generation of, oh, stop crying before I give you something to cry about. So
yeah,
we have a lot of tears being held in.
Yeah,
but Fatima, it was lovely talking to you. I had no idea we was gonna talk about
me either.
If I had known, girl, bitch, I'm gonna have to do an episode about him. Cause, girl, you got me in my bag about that. But thank you for coming up here talking black business.
Thank you for inviting me.
Tell us again where the people can find you, where they can find your business, all of that good stuff.
TRIPPL3.H TRIPP3 as the E. Don't put the E, put the 3.
Okay.
How I spell it again? God, think about it. And I think it's .H.
Yeah.
I believe
H.
so. I believe so. It's weird when you spell it out. But if anything, I'll tag it in the live. I'll put it underneath the post when you guys post this. So yeah.
Okay.
Follow that. Order through DM. No website, no link, no nothing.
Yeah.
Order through DM.
But you know, the type of viewers we get on this show, they already know how we roll. So make sure y'all support black business. Thank you for coming up here. And you guys already know, this is S.STREET Media. This is the Burnout Podcast. I'm Rebecca Shelby. As always, I got my foot on these bitches' necks. I'm so glad you guys came here to talk about it. Yeah, that's really it for the rest of the show. We are out.